call yourself an OG Jimmy fan?
Oh my god!
Yeah. We'll see about that.
Today is the day. After nearly 2 years, I'm currently on the way down to a airstrip down in Wiltshire to drive Minty, my Time Attack MX5. It's the first shakedown of the car. There's a lot we're going to be going over today, but I wanted to do this entry now to tell you that it's really feckin' early. It's 4:56 AM and he's gassed. Narrator, she was not gassed.
Officially gassed.
It has occurred to me that a lot of you guys might not actually know what Minty is. So a couple of years ago, I decided it'd be a really good idea to build an MX5 into like a Time Attack race car. It was turbo with a stock engine, BP. I say stock engine, it was a forged BPW, made about 340 horsepower, something like that. I drove it twice before finding out the roll cage we had installed was, for lack of a better word, and we had to basically rip out the roll cage and start again. So I thought, well, okay, we're going to start again, we might as well go big. And me going big has resulted in us waiting for, these 2 years.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Yeah, tell me a joke.
Right.
It's a joke.
Okay, what do you call a chicken with lettuce in its eye?
A chicken with lettuce in its eye?
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you call a chicken with lettuce in its eye?
A chicken Caesar salad.
Right, so we've just arrived at MTech. We've got here a little bit early because I'm great. Massive! Yeah, so this is going to be my first time sort of seeing the car put together in the flesh. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, just to sort of set expectations, the car is yet to be wrapped. There's still no aero on it yet, so it's not going to look like its final form. For me, and for us really now, and the purpose of today, is just to put as many miles on the car as possible and see what breaks. I know this sounds like quite a defeatist attitude, but it's also quite a realistic one. Something's probably going to break today. And the idea is we find that out now and then not actually at a race circuit where it matters. So I've got all my fireproofs and whatnot back there because testing a new car is spooky. I don't know the specifics of what the car is running in terms of power at the moment. We'll get all that from Matt, but yeah, when he turns up, I'll let you know. MTech Automotive Reception. It's the place you pay your bills. I didn't know you were in there. I just sat out there. I didn't know you were in there. Sorry. There she is. So these guys here, all these little red bits are like the original parts of the OG car. Oh no, wait, actually no, and these little guys. Now it is. Hi! Yeah. Yeah. Do you hear that? Just as we get on the trailer, you can hear it whistling. It's rowdy. So we're all trailered up now. Gonna head over to the airstrip and actually try and drive this car for the first time. Even if driving this from there to there, like, oh, this is a bit more serious than the last one, wasn't it? Oh, watch out, Annie, you've got a man behind you. Yeah, so you can see these are the fronts. These are the rears. 245 front, 275 rear. Huges. We've been allowed to run them by the guys at Time Attack, so a bit of a bonus. But seeing these on the car, they maybe don't look too thick here. On the car, they look amazing. They look like they belong there. So we're not using them today, of course, because these are expensive and we don't want to ruin them. So we're going to use just a set of road tyres and use that for the testing and just ruin them instead. But I tell you what, I am so tired. I haven't been this tired for ages. I didn't sleep last night. I was so nervous about like coming and doing this. But we're finally here. We're at the airstrip. It's very quiet today, but we do still have planes going up and down. So we've got we're going to talk about how we're going to manage that in a minute. But we're just waiting for Gav to arrive. Gav's got the car. It takes a bit longer to get here with the trailer, so he'll be here in probably about 5-10 minutes or so.
2 hours after the day after tomorrow.
So this is minty, although she ain't very mint at the moment. More white, to be honest. It's getting wrapped soon. Don't worry about it. Now, past Jimmy actually forgot to do this bit, but this is for the start of the video. So this has already happened.
2 hours.
So MX5 enjoyers will probably realise that this is not a BPW or some 1.8, 1.6 litre thing from the 80s. It's in fact a SR20 out of a Nissan Silvia by a Sputsy. By DY, thank you Davey. This it's a 4-cylinder but with a massive turbo attached to it. Just for a little bit of comparison here, it's still warm. Here's my face. There's the turbo. It's about as big as my head. My head's massive. This car's going to generate a lot of heat and we have to make sure we're cooling it down properly, which is one of the reasons why all our stuff is wrapped in Funk Motorsport's heat protection. We've got the turbo blanket on there as well. All the exhaust downpipe and manifold completely wrapped in that heat shielding. And the results really just speak for themselves. Cooling temperature for us is not a problem. It's just, it runs sweet as a nut. So things are a bit different in here as well. And probably the main big difference about the interior is this guy. The shorter of the two big knobs. This is a Quaife 6-speed sequential gearbox. So flat shifting. My God, things got out of control fairly quickly. This is the car we've been working on for a long time, and I think it sort of shows because there's a lot of fairly trick bits in it now. Right, so I'm in suit now, full fireproof for this. It's the first run on the car, so taking no risks. Our plan is to sort of very slowly work up as the day goes on. You know, we're running about 440-ish, maybe 430 horsepower at the moment, which doesn't sound like a lot, but we're running on the lowest boost possible at the moment, pretty much. So it's just to test the car out, run the engine a bit more again, just get a few more miles, you know. But yeah, I'm well excited. Look at this, it's behind me. It doesn't look like much right now. It is a bit put together, but once the wrap goes on there, it's going to just I'm still looking forward to it. And one of the mad things about where we're testing today is that this is an active runway, albeit quite a quiet one. It's a bank holiday, so it's not insane, but I basically have to watch out when I come back down the runway, just have a little look at the sky and see if there's a plane coming in. We do have someone here that's going to be signalling me in case someone does come in with a bib, a little wave in the air to make sure I don't have a little bit of a shunt of a plane. That would be a good video title. And I also have to make sure not to leave any rubber on the runway. That's been like a strict instruction by the guy who runs the place. So it's going to be tricky not to do that. I'm going to do my best. We've got 225 road tyres and 440 horsepower or so. So it's going to be yeah, going to be a little bit of sketch. I do also want to make the point right now that before we get in the car is still effectively a prototype. It's a work in progress. This is not the finished product. This is our first time going out and actually testing it and seeing what it does when driving in anger. So if there is a problem, then we kind of expect that. So keep that in mind watching this video. Be kind, of course, to people who are here, and a lot of effort's gone into this car. It might not look like from the outside right now, but trust me, mechanically this thing is next level, and it's going to look a lot better in a couple of videos time.
Yeah. Say again, yeah, you can tighten them now, mate, yeah. Give them a good tug.
that was our first time out in the mint with a sequential box. Took it super easy, and I was rolling around, you can see, and came back in pretty quickly because I had pretty much no brakes. But it sounds awesome. Like I've not gotten into the boost properly yet, but you can feel it, the surge of it, and it's just raring to go. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there. We're just gonna, the guys are just bleeding the brakes at the moment, so we can make sure we actually have some brakes in case something goes wrong into the runway. I'm gonna go back out, hopefully a bit longer this time. But oh, wait, to be finally driving this fucking car after all this time, finally.
Okay.
I'm going to set it to 1.
You look so stupid in that hat.
I love it.
What are you up to, Adam?
Just come into gear then.
We are calibrating the load cell.
Why are we doing that, mate?
So you can drive like a hooligan, basically.
Yeah!
So what it does, it will cut the engine's power as soon as you start to pull on that stick. Disengage the dogs, let it switch over to the next gear. Bang, off you go.
So what the guys were saying there is we're just setting up the flat shifting on our Quaith sequential here. So I was using the clutch in the first run just to get used to using it, and now it's like, now we're just gonna set it up so I can have my foot flat to the ground, pull the gear, it will cut the timing, put us into another gear, and I won't have to take my foot off the throttle at all, and we won't have to lose any boost either. So we're gonna go test out our settings now. This is one of those things you've got to sort of fine tune, and then once we have that all set and done, we can start looking at other things like testing braking and testing downshifting rapidly and stuff like that. It really is unknown territory right now, but it's really exciting. It's so nice to have Gav here to play with me while I'm waiting, you know. We get a little bit lonely out there in the airfield. So it's still not quite going in without lifting. I have to have it's getting better, so we're just investigating that really, but I'm definitely trying to pull it hard, you know, like you can see up here, but that's me trying to pull the shifter as hard as I can. So yeah, car's running really well. A couple of very, very small things that are just, you know, things that we expected to come across. Gonna go back out now. We think we've solved the flat shifting issue, so we should get some nice little pops now when we change gear. Gonna go out and test it, see how it is. We're gonna go out one more time, try and get some cool camera angles. We've got a GoPro basically on the outside of the car, looking down at the exhaust, so you're gonna see some fire hopefully, but yeah, one last go. that's our day done at the airstrip, and I could not be happier with how this car performed. The guys really knocked it out of the park. There are so many different and new parts going in this Mazda. It's effectively a prototype, and for it to only have, I think, fairly minor running-in issues here today is a testament to the quality of the work the guys at MTech have done. They really have knocked this out of the park. I'm so impressed with them. And now we have to just wait until Time Attack, which is, as of now, about a week or two away for this thing's debut. It's going to look a little bit different from then. It's going for a lovely new wrap, get all our sponsors and an awesome sort of livery on there as well, designed by Cammy at Go for the Gap. You guys are going to absolutely love that. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing sort of what goes into testing what is essentially a brand new race car. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna have a beer now, I think. See you guys. Like after today, like I'm so pumped. This has been a major source of stress to me for the last like however long. Annie behind the camera will know because she's had to watch me basically hit my head against a wall for a few months in a row, and to have it all come together, like even though it's not fully done, to actually drive it and see what I can feel the potential. You know, there's so much potential in this car. It's only ever going to be awesome, this. And even if we can only do it for a year, we'll do it for a year and have a f***ing good time with it. And it'll be something I remember forever. So, roll on Brands Hatch.